Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Martyn Lucas Investor. I hope you're all well. Shark attack, short attack, being absolutely attacked here at the moment, particularly on the S&P and Virgin Galactic. I was just paying close attention to this one a few minutes ago, talking to a few major investors and seeing the short interest growing. And all of a sudden, as I made the phone call, it started to take off once again. Look at this. That's when I made the phone call at the bottom there. And some of the biggest retail investors noticing this, going, we could absolutely pummelize. Is that a real word? Pummel the shorters. It's 34% now, and we're down today. We're down 11%. Now we've just gone up 3% in the last couple of minutes. A very quick rally there. So all we need is a few buyers, and we're going to explode this stock on the night before the Liberation Day. So it's a huge opportunity here if we can just get people to buy. So anyway, there it is. It's quite a thing. I've just realised my short attack, whatever you want to call it, isn't playing on there. So let me close that player, start that again. See if I can get that to work. That's better. There you go. Sometimes it gets stuck. Okay. Oochie. So there we go. Short attack. I've got some news for you as well. The S&P is having its final plays before the morning. So I'm going to make a couple of videos that I can put out overnight. Let's see what happens. Very quiet this afternoon. Only 54 people in the show. What's going on this afternoon? Let me see who's here. Market is making me throw up a little bit. It's all over the place. Jerry Mandarin, good evening to you. Holding and buying more is probably better than selling and hoping for lower prices. That's what I'm doing. I am not selling anything. Just staying where I am. Good afternoon. Hope everyone is well. Stay strong. Thank you, Alex. Good to have you here, mate. All good in the hood, says Zach. Yes, sir, Zach, I'm not going to lie. was a shame. It was a shame that the trolls were out and about. Well, it is and it isn't. We've strengthened the show. We've improved the show now. It's just keeps getting better. So it doesn't really bother me anymore. Josh Monroe, afternoon all. Saintfield, Northern Ireland. David Withers, hello. Thanks, Jerry. In for the long term. Time will tell. Have I messed up by not selling today and then buying the dip on Nvidia tomorrow? I don't think you've messed up by not selling. I haven't sold a single share. Here we go, boys. Northern Ireland, lovely to have you here in the show. What trolls? Trolls are here. Saintfield, I'm not sure what that means. Afternoon family, hello world, how you doing? All we request on the chat is respect each other. That's all right. Healthy debate. Lucid. April 11th puts already printing. Yeah, Lucid is because of Tesla. Tesla's expected to go down 50% now. I'm going to cover that in a few moments. I'm going to cover all of that in a few moments. So I'm going to get that up right now, actually. LCID. Lucid. Okay, here we go. This is a huge story. So we want to cover this. Let me bring this up here. Okay, I better get to it. I've got 4 videos I want to make here. I've got 4 really good videos I want to do this afternoon. So we'll get to that in a minute. What time to be a buyer? Glad I didn't buy at the top. We're all in now, mate. Getting ready for tomorrow. Bye, says William. God bless. Jerry and Elba's here. Jerry, Elba, you sent me a message on Discord. I couldn't reply to it because I did not understand any of it. It was all letters that were inside out, back to front. It was just lots of random letters, random numbers. I'm not quite sure what you were saying to me at all. I couldn't even start to translate it. It was like random letters, a whole paragraph of random letters. I didn't have a clue what you were saying, didn't know if it was really you or whatever. So I'm sorry for not replying. I had no idea what that was. So Elba, if you're listening, you sent me a Discord message. I didn't reply to it because it was just lots of random numbers and letters. I had no idea what you were saying to me. Space is dropping hard. Everything was moving up until the White House briefing. Good time to buy any more. I got 2 positions, puts on Tesla. Lucas A's, James 007. How do I become a member? This is how you become a member. There's the membership link. If you are on an iOS device, which is iPhone or iPad, you need to go onto a browser, select a browser, any browser you like, and then the desktop version of it, and then you can get the link, or any computer or whatever. But on an iOS device, you need to go on a browser and desktop version. All right, what do you think about Trump is going to do tomorrow? Well, that is the big story. We're going to cover all of that. Patience is critical for Jeffrey Diamond. Yes, indeed. Right, let me cover some stories then. So, first of all, Virgin Galactic. Let me do an update here, first of all. Going to do just a couple very short videos. SPCE at 1409. When we get to 1409, here we go. Boeing, Lucid, Wells Fargo, SoundHound. Right. Let's clear that away. There we go. So first of all then, okay. Virgin Galactic SPCE stock. I've been on the phone today to some of the largest retail investors in the world. As you know, for Virgin Galactic, we have 95%, or we did have when we did our petition over a year ago, of the retail investors. And I've been on the phone talking to some people, some very large investors. You know who I'm talking about if you've followed our show, and they're looking at this very, very closely now. We've had some buy-ins from insiders happen recently, very significant buy-ins from insiders recently with no selling, and they've actually paid more than we can pay today. So this is a very, very bullish sign for Virgin Galactic. I've said to you this morning that a short squeeze is on the horizon. We're increasing our short interest. We're now up to 33.5 times earnings. Sorry, 33.5% earnings. Expecting that to be 35% by tonight when that refreshes. This is a big deal, folks. We are in very much short squeeze territory. We had a big bounce a few moments ago. We were like 12%, 11% down, and now we're 7.92. So this is really moving quickly, expecting some moves tomorrow. Some big investors are looking at this and thinking this is way oversold on every indicator, looking at the assets, the cash, you name it. And tomorrow, Liberation Day, which is a great day for America, could see this go up 30, 40, 50% in minutes on a short squeeze. So I just wanted to alert you to this. I am on the phones. I am talking to retail investors, the biggest in the world. I even looked at it myself a couple of times and thought, I'm all in on the S&P. I could easily take 100 grand out of the S&P and buy this. This is insanely cheap now. So I'm just letting you know, giving you an update. Join me tomorrow for Liberation Day. You cannot afford to miss it, and all the other videos around Virgin Galactic. Got some big stories for you today. Click above my head up here, down below in the description, and pin to the comments. I've also got some information coming out on Lucid, Tesla, and SoundHound. Plus, preparing for Liberation Day in the morning. Lots of videos, lots of content. I'll put all down here in the description and in the comments. Over here and over here, I'll put 2 important videos as well. You just got to see before the morning. Tomorrow could be the biggest day on the stock market for 40 years. It really could be everything changing tomorrow. Is it going to go up, down? We don't know, but I'm buying under value and I'm holding, and I'm not selling a single share. Wish you all the best. Until tomorrow morning. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, there is my Virgin Galactic. I want to do next this one here. LCID. Okay. LCID 14, 13. Right, let's cover this one. Lucid, ticker symbol LCID. You know, I always warned everyone to stay away from this because of Peter Rawlinson, one of the most disgusting CEOs ever in the history of a stock. He was one of the highest paid CEOs in the world, taking all the money for himself. You may remember that situation. Well, he's not the CEO anymore. It's Mark Winterhoff. Thank God for that. It was disgusting how much money he took for himself. But this is why I kept away from this stock. However, I've got a news story for you right now. You might want to listen to this. This is important. Tap the like button, consider subscribing. You're going to like this around Lucid. We've been watching this, arguably the best electric car in the world, but all the money went to the CEO. Well, that's all changed, and this story has just come out. Lucid rallies on more reports that Tesla owners are switching to the brand. It really is the only competition. If you want the best EV, it's always been Lucid. But now the stock price is insanely cheap with a new CEO. Thank God. I can't say enough about that. But this story is very interesting. Lucid rallied 7.5% in late morning trading on Tuesday. The EV stock has outperformed many automaker rivals this year amid reports that the company is taking advantage of consumer backlash against Tesla. And it really can. It's the only one that really can. Everything else is just another electric car. If you want something that's better than a Tesla, this would be it. Notably, interim CEO Mark Winterhoff told Fox Business that Lucid has been a dramatic uptick over the last 2 months in orders from former Tesla drivers of interest. Winterhoff said 50% of all orders coming in recently are from former Tesla owners. It really is the only competition to Tesla. This could be huge when you consider the stock price right now. Tesla buyers were always the source of our sales because they were already used to Lucid electric drivetrains, and they took and they look for opportunity to have something else, something better. Stated Winterhoff on the EV backdrop. He's absolutely right. And now with a new CEO in place, this could be massive. Looking at the broad order sector, Lucid Group is seen by analysts as better positioned than rivals because the company's vehicles are fully assembled in Arizona, including battery packs. Think about that. If you want to buy electric, you want to buy American. This is more American than Tesla. Think about that for a moment. Think about the tax advantages. This could be huge for Lucid. Lucid has ambitious plans for 2025 that includes focusing on expanding production, launching new models, and advancing its technology. The company aims to be more than double its production in 2025, targeting approximately 20,000 vehicles. This is a significant increase from the 9,000 vehicles in 2024. Also plans to ramp up production capacity gradually throughout the year, with monthly output potentially reaching 2,000 cars by the end of 25. So we need to remind ourselves this is still a very, very small company. Don't get too excited. But the thing is, if you're talking about an American product, if you're talking about a product that can beat a Tesla, if you're talking about a share price that is oversold, this has to be the way to look at it. Let me give you the actual numbers on Lucid. I'll give you some analysis here. Let me just prepare it for you. Here we go. All right, so this is some more detail on Lucid. If you like this so far, please do tap the like button and consider subscribing to my channel. This is a very important story, I think, today. Let me give you some more details on Lucid. We have, very little when it comes to valuation because it's just been losing money for such a long time. I don't need to go over what the company's about. Let me get rid of that, but look, I'll share you this. I've put together this. Competitors and unique value. Lucid's group's primary competitors include other major players in the electric vehicle space. Tesla is a significant competitor, known for its extensive EV lineup and market presence. Another competitor is Rivian, which has made strides in the EV space with its focus on electric trucks and SUVs. Additionally, established automotive giants like BMW and Mercedes-Benz are entering the EV market posing competitive challenges challenges with their luxury electric models. But really, there is no comparison when you look at these other brands. Lucid's unique value proposition lies in its focus on advanced EV technology and luxury. The company's acclaimed for its high-efficiency powertrains and long-range capabilities, with its vehicles offering some of the best range charging performance in their class. Lucid's commitment to in-house innovation and vertical integration ensures quality control and enables continual enhancements via over-the-air software updates. The company's strategic partnerships, such as with Aston Martin, very nice indeed, further highlights its technological prowess and potential for technology licensing. Now, if we look at these valuations here, this is very, very important. If we look at the valuation, first of all, Lucid's valuation is challenging, with price to sales ratio significantly higher than the sector. So even though the stock price is so low, you've got to understand the true value of this. If I look at the PE ratio, it's negative 190 because it's not actually making significant money at the moment. So it's with its price to sales ratio significantly higher than the sector, indicating the stock may be overpriced. So it's still at this level, it's overpriced, but nowhere near as expensive as Tesla. For instance, its price sales ratio is 7 compared to the sector median of 1, suggesting a premium valuation. It is still expensive. This stock was way, way too expensive under Peter Rawlinson. It's a lot better now, but remember, it's still expensive. It used to be around about $40, $50, remember though. Growth. Lucid showcases impressive growth with a forward revenue growth of 67%, far exceeding the sector's 3%. So there's much more growth here than there is for Tesla. This indicates a strong expansion potential and robust future performances. Remember as well, it's made virtually entirely in the United States, more than Tesla is. Think about that for a moment. Think about what Trump is doing with the tariffs and the fact that you'll be able to get tax rebates from American-made products. This could make Tesla unaffordable and make Lucid very affordable. It needs to be because it's more expensive anyway. Remember that. Profitability. Lucid's profitability is weak with a negative return on assets of negative 28%. Just explain that, but that's going to improve when it ramps up. Significantly below the sector median of 4%. This reflects inefficient asset utilization and financial challenges. Momentum. The stock momentum is poor with a 6-month prior performance decline of 35%. Now remember, this is being done. This report was done. In fact, I'll give you the date in a few moments ago, but I'm predicting that this report was put together a few weeks ago. This highlights bearish sentiment and investor caution. Revisions. Earning revisions present a mixed picture with 3 upward and 5 downward EPS revisions. In summary, Lucid demonstrates remarkable growth potential, but it's hidden by weak profitability and negative momentum. Let me check the date on this. I would imagine that this is actually improving. This was done, let me have a look, March 23rd. Yes, March 23rd. So you're reading this report just over a week ago, and things have dramatically changed in this last week, and you're going to see big changes tomorrow. So, folks, I'm just saying this could be a very big swing here for Lucid, okay? If you look at its stock price over the last year or so, you see how it's declined massively, but this is at the bottom of its trading range. You can see that, look. And now with everything improving for Lucid when it comes to Tesla owners and everything that Trump is doing, it's kind of ironic really when you think that you've got Elon Musk there advising him, and yet all this is happening with his competitor. But anyway, that's how Warren Buffett finds stock. That's how I find stock. A beleaguered stock. A stock in trouble, a stock with potential to explode from here. Very, very good day. Very, very exciting. What do you think of Lucid? Does that interest you at all? Tap the like button. Consider subscribing. This could be a big day for Lucid. Big day, as in Liberation Day, tomorrow. Click Click above my head for all the links down below in the description and in the chat. Sorry, not in the chat, in the comments. I've got lots of videos I've just done. Stocks that are about to pop tomorrow. We've got short squeeze on Virgin Galactic. I've got some more news on Tesla. If you want the follow-up video to this on Tesla, that's coming after this. That'll be below as well. And also get ready for the Liberation Day video. I've got all that out for you and all the Trump trades and everything else. All of those I'll put below, and I'll put as many. I can put 3 over here, 1, 2, and 3 down here. Okay, go and check those out. It's all coming. It's a big day. Are you excited? I am. I'm investing in the United States, even though I'm from England. I'm extremely bullish on the US businesses. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Okay, Lucid. That's that. Right. Okay, the next one I want to do is SoundHound. I've been requested to do a SoundHound thing. And a big super thanks earlier on a video asking me to do this. So, SoundHound. Right. Okay, here we go. Right. Let me come to comments. I'll check on that. I don't know what that is, and it's total nonsense to me. Please forgive me if it came from me, but I wonder who have sent that, anything like that on purpose. It looked like you were sat on your phone. I don't know, and it was just blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I've no idea, but it came from you. I'm sure you were just sat on your phone. I think Elon will quit Doge in the next few weeks. He'll have to save Tesla. If weekly head and shoulders plays out, stock could slide into the 25 range. Alex, PW, has the space management improved? No, it hasn't. It hasn't at all. I don't see 25 though, as it really is oversold. Let's have a look. Okay, how you doing? Added to my watch list. Hood, market predictions for tomorrow. I've got to focus on my members' questions, I'm afraid. Okay, let me carry on with our next one. You want this one as well? We're doing all members' requests today. Sound, and this is 1425. Okay. SoundHound, ticker symbol SOUN, one of our favorite stocks. You remember recently how Nvidia dropped this. Well, I've got some more news for you today you want to pay close attention to. SoundHound investors, pay attention. Tap the like button to share this out so more people know what's going on. If you'd like to see more of my content, and consider subscribing. We're just moments away now from 75,000 subscribers. It's a big milestone on our channel. It's moments away. We're very, very excited about that. As I talk to you as well, I just want to keep you updated. Virgin Galactic is preparing for a huge short squeeze. I've been on the phone today to the biggest retail investors in the world, and they're buying. And they were buying at the moment I phoned them up. I phoned them about an hour ago. You can actually see that on my phone. This was the moment here. See the bottom of that dip there? See that bottom of that dip just there? Let me just focus that. See that bottom there? That's the moment I got on the phone and phoned some of the biggest retail investors, and that was the moment they bought. I'll give you some more information about that coming up in a few moments' time, all right? I'll link this video to that. But SoundHound, you need to know about this. I've just got this news in just about an hour ago. SoundHound AI faces lawsuit over alleged potentially damaging statements. It's a very, very important statement. SoundHound AI faces a class action lawsuit over the alleged false, misleading, and potentially damaging statements regarding the company's business opportunities. This is not a good day for SoundHound. Law firm Wolf Hadelstein, Alder Freeman, and Hertz LLP announced yesterday a lawsuit on behalf of people and entities who purchased or otherwise acquired SoundHound securities between May 10th and March the 3rd. The alleged statements include unvalidated claims about SoundHound's AI status, capabilities, and prospects. On March the 4th, the company had disclosed a delay in the filing of its 10K annual report for the fiscal year ended 31st, 2024. The company said it has identified material weakness in its internal control over financial reporting. On March the 11th, SoundHound filed its 10K, allegedly disclosing for the first time that the lack of effective controls were impairing its ability to account for corporate acquisitions. This is not a good day for SoundHound. I just wanted to bring that attention to you moments before Liberation Day. Liberation Day is in the morning. We're going to cover it live, but it's a big day for SoundHound. Let me give you some more analysis on this. In fact, I can prepare this. I've got a little bit of software here, which I can do some valuations for you. Let me do that live. Tap the like button if you like this. And consider subscribing as well, as we're about to hit a 75,000 subscriber milestone. We've got rid of all our trolls, which were keeping us down, and now we're exploding through the 75,000, which is amazing. Just keep going, folks. Do the right thing, and you'll always win. Never let people bring you down. They're just sad individuals. It's why we always push forward on everything we do. SoundHound, look at this. Some valuations here, important ones. SoundHound valuation presents an expensive valuation compared to its peers. The price-to-book ratio is 18.32, significantly higher than the sector at 3.11, indicating the stock might be overpriced. Okay, bear that in mind. Growth. Sound demonstrates exceptional growth metrics. Revenue growth year on year. It's 85%, vastly exceeding the sector's 5%. That's why it's overbought, because of the explosion in growth. I just want to keep everyone up to date with this. I got on the phone this morning about an hour ago, and the biggest investors in the retail space have been buying Virgin Galactic at that point there. I just wanted to let everyone to know, keep you updated. I'll give you a link to this in a minute. Profitability. The profitability picture for Sound is concerning, with EBITDA margin of negative 113%, far below the sector median of 11%. This indicates challenges in converting revenue into profit. This is why Jensen Huang dropped it as an investment. Momentum. So SoundHound stock momentum is impressive, with a one-year price performance of 44%, markedly above the 9%, -9. Just because people are buying the stock doesn't mean it's good. They're buying the future growth, but we need the growth to continue. Revisions, though. Recent revisions for SoundHound show mixed signals, with one upward and downward EPS revision, alongside 5 upward and 1 downward revenue revision, suggesting a cautious outlook for analysis. So just keep that all in mind. It's not a good story making it tonight onto the news wires for SoundHound, but I wanted to keep you updated. This is one of our favorite stocks we can see doing really, really well if it can just get through this negative period. So there's SoundHound. No, I did promise you all this information. As I watch, it's still going up. Virgin Galactic is really at the edge of a short squeeze, with 33% short interest, and the biggest retail investors buying. I was on the phone earlier and telling them about what was going on, and they said, we're buying. I'm just telling you that. Okay, click above my head for all the links. I'll put several links, and down below in the description and pinned in the comments, I will give you a lot more videos. I'm going to give you the Lucid, the Tesla, the Prepare for the Earnings, and Virgin Galactic and Liberation Day. All of these will be below in the description and in the comments, and I'll put as many over here, and down here as possible. Everything you need to see before Liberation Day tomorrow. I'm going to be live for it. I'm working all through the night. I'm probably going to be up all night on this one. This is just a 40-year opportunity. Sleep. We can sleep tomorrow. We can sleep after it. Now we focus on what's important, delivering the news to you for the most important trading day in 40 years. All right, that's it from me. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. Right, SoundHound, I've got to get that out. Okay, that's Trump's Liberation Day. Okay, Tesla as well. I'll come to all the comments in a moment. Virgin Galactic is still going up quickly. TSLA. I did my part today, as I always do. Right, Tesla. Okay, SoundHound, now Tesla. 1431. TSLA 1431. All right. Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. This is before the Liberation Day. I've just done a very important video. I'll give you the links to it in a moment about Lucid taking Tesla's customers, and they're taking them really well because they're an all-made American car, a lot less tariffs than Tesla. Plus, it's a better car than a Tesla. It always has been. We always known that, but Tesla's got the mass production, but now ramping up very quickly. Now they've got rid of the robbing Peter Rawlinson, who paid himself all the money. Now you've got a stock price at a couple of bucks, and it's way less expensive. Still expensive, mind, but way less than Tesla. And I've got this news here, just out from Wells Fargo. Do you want the news? Just come out a few seconds ago. I pay for all this premium services to bring you the news before you even hear about it. I have pro plans for everything to bring you the best news so you don't have to pay for it. But if you do want my services, all the links are below. This is Seeking Alpha Pro and all the rest of it. But look at this. Just got this news out for you. This is Wells Fargo, just out a few moments ago, warns Tesla could fall 50% after deliveries. 50%, and we're already down so much. I mean, consider that. Consider this for a moment. Just think about that. We're already down here 30% and down another 50%. I mean, that's it. If Tesla goes down 50%, that's a really, really, really bad day. And that could happen. And Lucid would lap it up. You'd see Lucid shoot up. I've done the full review on Lucid. You can go and check that in a minute. I'll give it to you. But really, watch this news first. This is Wells Fargo warning that Tesla could fall 50%. Earnings and the cybercab rollout, they're all going to disappoint. No one's buying Teslas in Europe. No one's buying them in the UK. No one's buying them in Norway. No one's buying them in Canada, Sweden, you name it. And now we've got people in the US also firebombing Teslas as well. This is really, really bad for Teslas. People are ignoring it. They keep going, it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. And Lucid, remember, are all-American brand. Tesla aren't. So not only going to get a cheaper price without the tariffs, incredible that Trump has done this to Elon when you think about it. But there you go. And then you've also got tax incentive to buy a Lucid because they're all-American. Think about that for a minute. Anyway, Wells Fargo warns Tesla could fall 50% after the earnings and deliveries. We'll cover it all live, of course. Wells Fargo doubles down on its negative view of Tesla on Tuesday. Analyst Colin Langan and his team continue to model for delivery growth declines and expect price cuts to hit the company's margins. Absolutely. Anyone who thinks that deliveries are going to be up, you are living in cloud cuckoo land. I mean, we're just talking facts, folks. You can see it all over the world. The EV stock was added to Wells Fargo Tactical Ideas list due for the potential for a sharp share price slide. I mean, this is going to be huge. And not good for the S&P either. As EV adoption flattens in the US and EU and competition heats up in China, we see intermediate levels intermediate levers to pull to increase volumes, warned Langan. He also reminded investors that second half headwinds include the 7,500 IRA EV buyer tax credit likely being cut. Notably, Tesla's earnings per share tally is seen falling 25% year over year in 2025. Wells Fargo also skeptical on a safe and successful Austin Cybercab launch, given limited unsupervised testing and the EV giant's vision-only approach. Langan said experts believe Tesla's autonomous vehicle technology comes with considerable safety concerns. Anything short of a deployed fleet ride-hailing paying customers by this June will likely be seen as disappointing, he warned. No doubt about that. Wells Fargo's price target on underweight related Tesla for 130 represents more than 50% downside from the current share price of 276. We've told you that Tesla's price could go down to $100. If that happens, Lucid will explode. I'm going to give you the link to that in a minute. You cannot afford to miss that review. Really, go and check that out. The 52-week high for Tesla was 488, and the low mark was 138. Shares broke 6.2 higher on Tuesday to cut into the large year-to-date decline. Okay, now there is my information on Tesla. Need to really think about this now, folks. Go and check out my Lucid video, and I think you'll be quite surprised. Tomorrow we've got the big day, of course. It's Liberation Day. We're going to be there for that. Don't miss that. It's going to be potentially the biggest day on the market for 40 years. I'm going to be up all day, and as I'm making this, I keep warning everyone throughout the day. Look at at this short squeeze starting to occur here for Virgin Galactic. At the very bottom of that dip there, at the very bottom, I got on the phone and called the biggest retail investors in the world, and they were buying as I'm on the phone to them. Just telling you this. It's just another little side note. So during this video, I told you about the Virgin Galactic short squeeze, Lucid, prepare for the earnings tomorrow, and SoundHound. There's other big news breaking at the moment. Click above my head. I'll give you all the links all the way through. If you don't know where they are, look in the description and look for the more, and you'll find all the links that I put in down in the description and pinned to the comments. I shall put all these videos you need to go and see: the Virgin Galactic, the Lucid, the SoundHound, everything else you need to go and see, plus the preparing for Liberation Day. Over here, I'll put 1, 2, 3 so you don't miss it. Guys, it's going to be a huge evening. I'm going to be up all night. I'm not going to sleep. I'm going to probably sleep in the studio tonight and bring you the best 24 hours of live streaming ever for the stock market. Get ready for Liberation Day. Woo! You could see Lucid become the new Tesla. It could happen, and it could happen tomorrow. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other. All right, that's my Tesla done. There you go. Liberation Day. I'm not going to even bring that up now. I've got enough videos to do. All right, let me come back, answer all the questions. Go back to the live news. David Knight, you are right, Martyn. Yeah, I know, I'm always right. I'm only joking. I'm right a lot though, because the thing is, the reason why I'm right more than I'm wrong is because I just tell you the news. CNBC, they're all influencers. They're all promoting their own stuff. YouTubers are just selling stories that sell videos. I'm reporting the news directly from the Bloomberg wires. I'm reporting news directly from the sources, and I'm telling you how it is and what's going on. Doesn't influence me. I just keep buying the S&P, but I'm just telling you what's true. It's as simple as that. Anyway, let's go through our comments here now. I've got so many comments here now. I can't, we've got a lot of members, a lot of trolls coming in. So I haven't got time for trolls. I haven't got time for that. We're here to make money. So what we're going to do is we're going to switch to members only. And anybody who has a proper comment, a real question, you want to know stuff, you want to know what's going on. Yeah, look at this. Look, here we go. Here we go. Look at this. $5,000 to $300,000 live on the show. $1 million by the end of the decade. Right. Let me bring you SPCE up. I'm going to keep this on the screen and answer all members' questions. So if you have a comment, please come back to me now. You know, I want everyone's views, everyone's comments. Okay. So what do you mean? SoundHound link, please. What do you mean SoundHound link? The video will be out shortly. If you do this, I'll share with you what you got to do. If you have subscribed to the channel and you've clicked subscribe and you've rung the bell and you click all, so you're notified of when I bring out videos, there it is. That's all you've got to do. If you don't get notifications, it's because you've turned YouTube off. If you get too many YouTube notifications, you can turn individual channels off that give you too much. All right. But anyway, Virgin Galactic, I'm on the phone. I've been telling you all day. I don't ever give up on stuff. All right, I've been talking to all the people that can make a difference. Virgin Galactic is going straight back up again, and it's gaining speed. Each time it goes down, it gains speed. All I can do is do my best. Remember, I don't pump and dump anything. I don't own Virgin Galactic. I only own the S&P. But I want all of you to do really, really well with this. So Virgin Galactic is literally going straight up now. Yeah. Yeah, that is very, very nice indeed. Okay, let me go through all the comments. Let me come back to just seeing who was messaging me, any of those investors. Right, are we in members only mode now? Yes, we are. So, Alex, I'm pretty heavy in Hood. Great stock. One of my favorite stocks. Love it. Cedar Trees, not invested in it, but I have traded in it. Kent Paranormal, I know 7,000. I have now 7,600 shares in space ready for tomorrow. Good luck to you, Kent Paranormal. Andrew, yes, sir. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Alex, I love it. Hello, what price target have you got on Virgin? This stock can go to $100 with a short squeeze. Yep. Yep. I am not going to lie. I was thinking to get profits on Hood and put into NVIDIA. We will see, though. Right. What we're going to do is open the phone lines up. The phone line is now open. If you want to call in, I'm going to give you the link. Now, if you want to call in, you have to be a member. You have to be a member of the channel. It's one of the perks you get as a member. And don't call in until you've put in the chat you're calling in and the name you're calling in on, because I do not see anybody calling in unless you've told me in the chat to go and look. I don't see the phone ringing until you tell me to look, and then I open up a separate window and I see who's calling in. So I don't even go and look there now for security reasons. If you want to call into the show, ask me a question, whether you want to be on the show for a minute or an hour, it doesn't matter. I'm here to help you. If you want to ask me something, or you have a question, or want to debate something, or anything at all, the phone line is now open. You can call in, be on the show to the world. There are 69 countries watching in 14 languages. This will be available on YouTube forever. So call in. The phone line is open. Alex says, I believe the fax Hood can reach 76 this year average. That's interesting. Okay. We've got Alex calling in on the phone. Alex is called in. Let me drop you in guest spot number 1, and let's bring our first guest on to the show. All right, okay, let's bring him in. We've got his fancy new tripod, his fancy new microphone, his fancy new lights. All he needs now is to shave his head like Vaz, and we'll be completely set, ready to rock and roll. He'll have the whole set. All right, so here he is. Let's bring in our star guest. There is Alex today. Alex, how are you this afternoon?
Hello, Martyn. Very tired indeed, to be honest. Came back from work and then just jump straight into your videos, comments, and yeah.
Well,
how are you?
I'm all right. Do you want me to feel sorry for you for being tired, mate? No.
No, just bring more.
Is that what you're after? You're after some sympathy?
No, just bring more work. I can handle it.
Get on with it. Here we go. I love it. Alex, it's great to have you on the show. Of course, you know I'm only joking. So what are your thoughts this afternoon? Liberation Day in the morning. Are you prepared? Are you ready?
Thank you for having me, first of all.
Welcome.
I'm a regular customer from what I can see on your lives. I enjoy them. It's good to exchange information, knowledge. That's how we become better. And I've said it many times. I've learned loads of things from everyone and you. Like a minute ago, we had with secretaries about exchanging information about Hood. I could say that my analysis is really low. I don't know a lot about analysis. And I could see the information that he was providing me, and I thank him very much. Now, if I'm ready for tomorrow, God knows.
Well, it's going to be. It could be an amazing day. It could go. I can promise you one thing. It's going to be dramatic either way. It's not going to be a day like any other. The markets are either going to what we call a face-ripping rally. If you are in the right stocks, for me, the S&P, that would be a face-ripping rally. Could be a face-ripping rally for Virgin Galactic and some individual stocks. It could be a destroyable day for Virgin for Tesla tomorrow. Could see it go down 50%. Because of the tariffs and so on and so forth, and the incentives that American companies like Lucid could get. So there's that. On the other hand, it could be a day of more confusion. It does appear there are some last-minute calls being made because Trump is now backed into a corner. He has to come out tomorrow. He can't cancel tomorrow's event. It's just too big. The world has been waiting. If there was no information tomorrow, that would be catastrophe as well, because it would be like the country's not being led and we don't know where we are. So he's definitely going to speak tomorrow, but he's trying to get deals done. I'm sure he's going to be up late tonight, all through the night, trying to get deals done, because if we've got slapped on deals and they're worse than anticipated, it could be a terrible day. But if he's managed to pull off reciprocal tariffs. In other words, you charge me 10, I'll charge you 10. That would be a great day for America and a great day for the stock market, because it is true to say, and I've been doing more and more research on this, you can argue that America has been ripped off. Okay, there are companies that there are countries that have been tariffing, if you like, placing tariffs on the United States, really high tariffs, where we've been doing nothing at all or very, very low. There's a whole argument to that, why that would happen and so on and so forth. But looking at it on a simple terms, it does look like America has been taken advantage of, and this is what Trump is trying to put right. Will it come off? We'll see. We've got all these things about people boycotting American products, not buying American products. But again, a lot of that can be is true, but a lot of that can go away again. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, people will forget. They won't care. They want an iPhone, they're going to buy an iPhone. They want a can of Coke, they want a can of Coke. They're not going to go, I'm never drinking Coke again. I remember a few months ago when there was a big kick against Coca-Cola. Everyone was going sort of, we're going to have more healthy drinks, and it lasted about 5 minutes, and now people are back drinking Coca-Cola again. You know, we like what we like, and certain things ain't going to go away, I don't think, anyway. But so how do you feel it's going to go tomorrow? Are you optimistic, or you think it's all going to be a big? It's not going to be a normal day. It's going to go up or down. There's no sideways action.
I think there's going to be a huge volatility across the market. I mean, if someone questions like, why do you invest in America? I'm only going to give some facts through my knowledge, that we can't argue that the best companies are in America. You have said it as well. Best phones, like Apple, it's a gigantic company. I don't think like some people compare Apple with Samsung or Huawei, or there are specific things that Apple provides you. And if we go to every other tech company, NVIDIA, I don't think there is any other company that can compare with NVIDIA with everything that they do. From graphic cards into AI, into everything. And I think that's why China is trying to metaphorically speaking, to go to a war with NVIDIA, and they're delaying chips and everything. They're doing all this big stage thing about delays and everything, because they know that they can't compare anything that they make with NVIDIA. It's two gigantic companies. Now, Tesla, with electric cars, I would say BMW tried to make electric cars. I think Ford, if I'm not mistaken, or Volkswagen, I can't remember which one of them. They tried to make electric cars. By far, Tesla is way 10 steps ahead from any other electric companies. Now, all these are through my knowledge and from what I've searched. So I believe that's why I invest into America, US, basically, market. I wouldn't invest in Europe, because from what I've seen, they put tariffs into USA, nobody says anything, and then as soon as USA turn around and say, you know what, I'm gonna stand my ground, everyone goes like crazy and they create all this negativity. I mean, I'm not American. I've got relatives in America, in Texas, in New York, in Los Angeles, and I'm fully supporting them, because if you don't support your country and stand up to whoever is bullying you, how can you want the best for the country?
Fair point. Thank you for your point. I'm just going to bring another guest in who's just joined us. Simon has just called in. Simon, if you can turn your phone on its side, please. If you can do landscape, that would be better. Wonderful. Great. Now I can bring you in. So let me put you in guest spot number 9 and put Alex in guest spot number 8. And we can switch over to our multi-screen. Let's do that now. So let's bring our extra guests in. Simon, good afternoon to you and welcome to you. How are you?
Good afternoon, good evening.
Good afternoon, good evening. I know where you're calling in from, but tell everybody where you're calling in from.
I'm calling in from the UK, in the Garden of England, apparently, which is Kent.
Absolutely. Where all the fields are yellow with all the rapeseed, right?
Well, a lot of the fields are yellow.
Yeah, a lot of the fields are yellow. Whenever you drive through Kent, you see all the fields yellow. It's absolutely lovely. Are you prepared for tomorrow? Do you even care about tomorrow? Are you ready for tomorrow? Before you answer that, if anybody wants to call in, you can. Let me give everybody the link in the chat. We're getting ready for tomorrow morning. As you can see, the markets are doing well. We're hoping to get a short squeeze on Virgin Galactic still. So there is the link to call in. If you are calling in, before you call in, put in the chat, I'm calling in with the name. I don't even go and look and see who's calling in until you say you're calling in, so I can see you're a member because you've got a badge next to your name. And if you'd like to become a member, there is the link to become a member. And then this is one of the many, many perks that you get as a member. You can have a voice, ask a question. Right, let me come back to Simon. So Simon, tomorrow being billed as potentially the biggest day on the stock market in 40 years, change everything in the United States. What do you think is going to happen tomorrow? Don't tell me it's going to go sideways. It ain't. It's going to go up big or down big. Which way is it going to go? You tell me.
Well, I'm hoping it goes up. Really
we all hope that. Of course, those short in the stocks want to see it all go down to zero, but let's hope that doesn't happen. But all right. So what are your thoughts?
So what I done today is I've had 10,000 shares in Mobex, and I bought that at 89 cents. That then today went over the 89 cents, so it was giving me profit. However, because I saw Virgin Galactic really went down, I mean, it's gone to its lowest low now. Mm-hmm. I sold some of my Mobex so that I could go into Virgin Galactic. And the reason why I've done that is because I don't think Mobex is going anywhere too soon.
Agreed.
Because of the way the company is.
It's acquisition company, it's years away.
But Virgin Galactic, I think,
is 1 year away at most.
I think that's ready to explode.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you.
So therefore, I've now got 7,600 shares in Virgin Galactic.
Ooh, very, very nice indeed. And I can tell you, I'm going to show you this again. I'm not making this stuff up. Some of you haven't been here for a while. Some of you haven't been here this long, so you don't know the full story of this. But a year or so ago, we put together a petition where we got the 95% of the retail investors of Virgin Galactic together, similar to what we did with XRP, but 95% of the retail investors. XRP, we didn't touch the sides, right? But Virgin Galactic, we did, and we got a petition put through, and it got through to the boardroom of Virgin Galactic, and we got the wages reduced. They were wasting so much money, and they actually did that and talked about it in the earnings and mentioned the investors. Never mentioned me or the channel by name, but they referred to the investors, and we knew who we were. We knew what petition we put to them. And a few moments ago, before I came on air, I was calling some of the biggest retail investors that I spoke to on that petition and showing them the numbers and going, look, guys, have you seen this today? How oversold we are now, and I brought this up, and right there was when I was on the phone, and I said, you got to buy this, sure. Just before we came on air, I said, look, guys, are you not buying this? And they went, yep, Martyn, we're buying it. That's a real thing. That really happened today, and some very big purchases. So I'm very excited about that. And we've got 33 tomorrow. I think 35% short interest. Anything over 20 is excessive, but don't get too excited because GameStop, when it exploded, was 100%. All right, so we're not 100%, but anything over 20 is excessive, and 35 tomorrow, I believe, is really getting up there. And with volume at this price, with the news that's around the corner and everything else that we know about, it's a good story. On top of that, On top of that, there were some inside buys today and just a couple of months ago as well. There's one $1 million just a couple of months ago. You can go and check all these numbers yourself. They're all on the SEC filings. So there's something brewing for Virgin Galactic, and of course it could all go to zero. It could all go to zero. We all know that. But the chance of a short squeeze now is, I would say, 70-30.
See, the thing is though, any stock can all go to zero.
Well, not any stock. The S&P can't, but
okay, yeah. So the S&P can't, but individual stocks. So if you're investing on an individual stock, first of all, do your due diligence and have a look at it. I looked at Virgin Galactic as you did, Martin, a couple of years ago. I invested into it then because I could see that it was a good company. Unfortunately, like you, I lost money. But now it's this low, and with this short squeeze, it's worth a punt.
I think so. I mean, I even considered it myself, going against all my own principles of buying some. I was looking at maybe $100,000 today, relieving my 1/3 of my S&P into Virgin Galactic. If I put 100 grand in, I would be 0.5, 0.5%. I would own 0.5% of the company, 0.5% of the company. We're 998 million now, right? So 100 grand would be 0.5%, 1% of the entire company. I looked at it today and I thought, that's ridiculous. You look at the cash on the books and you look at the assets of the rockets and you think, we've only got to fly without any problems, and we've got a $20, $30 stock, in my opinion, because the tickets are already sold. They've got the deposits. People are ready to fly. And there's been no issues all the way through their journey, apart from the very beginning. Since they were doing test flights, it's all gone well. There was that slight error when they were coming down and they were slightly offline. There was a navigational issue, but it was corrected and it was just part of the testing process. But it wasn't a failure, wasn't a major deal. Then they had the lawsuit with Boeing. That's gone away. But it does look interesting to me, and don't be too surprised if I do suddenly go, I bought 100 grand today.
And do you know what? I think all the Lucid family wouldn't mind you doing that. I know you turn around and you say because of the channel, because you don't want to see your pumping stock and all the rest of it. But sometimes you also got to look after yourself. And if you was to do that, I know all the Lucid family, me, myself, and all the others, we wouldn't mind.
I bet. Stock would move then. But no, I want to do what's right, which is what I do. But this is looking too obvious to me. And the problem is, it's not getting coverage. No one's looking at it. No one's talking about it at all. It's not making any news anywhere. I'm not saying that no one's aware of it. Smart people, investors get notified of stock that's, about to go up. They're not just fully oblivious of it. But general retail investors who buy this stock aren't looking at it anymore. They've got tired of it. And I can tell that because when I put videos out, nowhere near as many people are paying attention to the videos. They used to get 4 or 5 times the views, with me only having a couple of thousand subscribers. So it's because no one's watching. We've got 20 seconds before the bell goes. Let me ring the bell and I'll come right back to you. I don't want to miss it, as I did this morning. We're starting to wake up again now. This is your last chance. What's going to happen over overnight hours? Everyone's going to either want to be in or out for the morning. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The bell has gone. We're in the after hours. let's have a quick look at what's moving, and then we'll come back to our guests. If you want to be live on the show, you can. Let's petition for Martyn to buy space. Shane Holder has said, let's do a petition for Martyn to buy 100 grand of space. It might cost me my marriage, though. Bear that in mind. Leah might go, are you having a laugh after the 30 grand you lost the first time? Why are you doing this? Right, anyway. So let's go through all our positions and let's see what's moving. Then we'll come back to our guests. If you want to call in, here is the link in the chat. Call in. Phone lines open. After hours, let me know you're calling in, and then I'll pick up the phone to you. All right, let's go. So my main portfolio is up again today, starting to turn around. We're up $1,600 on the last hour, 955 today. The week we bottomed. This was where I said it was a bottom. We've tested this level now 3 times. If you look at the year to date, we've tested this level 3 times and it's bounced off it. So it didn't break it the 3rd time. That's a very bullish sign. Okay, very, very good. What's moving? The S&P is up. Virgin Galactic. Here was our level here. That's when I got on the phone. Look, 10-2, just before I went on air. Okay, all right. Going up once again. What's everyone doing? We'll find out soon. Palantir, up and down like a yo-yo, waiting for tomorrow. Gold, down today. People taking money out of gold. That's interesting. Amazon, up today. In fact, that's really interesting. Taking money out of gold just before this happens. Somebody knows something. Gold's being sold off before Trump does all of this. Somebody knows something. I'm guessing. This is what my guess would be. I would say they've got a deal done. Seeing gold sell off before Trump make the announcements. Has he got deals in place? We're not going to have all these blinding tariffs. Anyway, Amazon going up. Apple's going up. Next Year Energy is flat right now. Enphase Energy, flat right now. Coca-Cola, defensive, up. J&J, by the way, folks, it's even more likely now to be a $200 stock. What's happened today? We've got an update on the law case. It means that Johnson & Johnson is going to have to pay out and settle its bill. No problem. It's been doing this on purpose. It's going to pay it out now, and when it pays it out, that's why it's going down before it rallies. I've said it. I'll say it again and again and again. It's a $200 stock. This is a buy now. That's absolutely a buy. 7.5% down today. It's absolutely a buy. If I wasn't buying the S&P, I'd be buying that. Well, I am, aren't I? Because the S&P is a big part of that. Chevron, oil, going up today. Tesla, wait till tomorrow. If Lucid gets the nod, if Lucid gets the tax incentives like we're expecting, because American-made cars and tariffs go on more on the autos as they're expected to be, then Tesla could pay a price for that. Watch my video, that's going to come out later. McDonald's going up, you can't overpay for land. Google going up. Microsoft going up big today. Nvidia going up. The bottom was $100. That's what we said was our value. Walmart up today. Tilray Brands, I wouldn't touch it. Robinhood, great stock. Great, one of my favorite stocks. And this new management thing they've got going on is amazing. I'm loving it, by the way. IonQ is up today. Still too expensive. Rocket Lab up again. Plug Power, 131. This is in all sorts of danger. It was better to buy it at 190 and sell it at 250. I kept saying that over and over again. It was better to buy at 190 than it is at 130. Now, at 190, we had the price action for trading. Now, 130, we don't know what we have anymore. And now it's just a big, big pile of mess. Bitcoin up today, 2%. What about XRP? Up 1.66 going into the Liberation Day. Let me come back to my guests and welcome them back onto the show. Guess, what do you think? What are you feeling now? After hours, we're going up. People making their position. You like it? You like it, Alex?
Loving it. I mean, it's good to see the companies not gaining their value back, getting the results for their value. I still believe that they are oversold. I can't imagine going further down. Even if we go further down, I believe it's going to be like a retest or something.
Yeah, well, we've said it all. We've looked at it now for months since Trump came in. Tomorrow is the D-Day. What comes next is the tax cuts and then the rate cuts. So if tomorrow is a good day, we rally, we get rate cuts, we get tax cuts. It's going to be everything Trump promised, or it's going to go down 20%. We're right. We keep bouncing off that level. If we break that level we've been talking about, then we're down 10 to 20%. Wouldn't be a problem for me. I wouldn't get margin called, but it would wipe out about 30 grand of my portfolio. But then I'll just buy more if it's still like that in April. But tomorrow's going to be a good day. What do you feel, Simon? Sorry.
First of all, I feel that if you haven't hit the like button, hit the like button.
Thank you.
And then, yeah, I agree with you. Like looking at gold going down.
Mm-hmm. That's
very interesting.
It's very interesting. You got to remember, people in the government with the money, they know stuff before we do. And gold is going down the night before the big announcement. And that's at all-time highs.
Gold being the big haven,
mm-hmm.
When there's times of trouble,
mm-hmm.
It would be going up.
Yeah, and everyone's been
down.
It's all-time high. Everyone's been buying it up to this announcement. Now you take your profit, and now you buy the S&P, which is exactly what's happening. Well, why are they doing that? Because something on the market's going to be good tomorrow.
Fingers crossed.
I mean, all we can do is use our best information, and look at the information and the facts as they are, and then, see how it all pans out. But we shall see soon, guys.
Yeah, but didn't this happen yesterday? So the markets went down.
Mm-hmm.
Then towards the end of the day, they all started going up.
Yeah.
And then when it opened today, it all went down again.
Uh-huh.
And it started going up.
Well, this is Wall Street doing what Wall Street does. Remember, we're investors. At least I am. I buy on value and I add more on value. I'm not looking at trying to trade in and out every 5 minutes. Wall Street don't own anything. They just buy and sell every day. Makes perfect sense. Pump it up, sell it, do it again, because they can move the market in their favor. We can't do that. They can, and they've been doing it. Well,
I loved it today because they dumped it and I bought it.
Exactly. That's how you win. That's exactly right. But that's it, folks. Time's up. We're in the overnight hours now. Overnight, I'm planning on being up all night. So I'll be on my phone. I won't sleep until tomorrow night now. I want to cover every second of this. I want to give everybody value and information throughout the night. I can sleep on Thursday. So I've got to remember tomorrow is Wednesday. It's the bin day. Got to put my bins out. Remember, I'm man of bins. My sole purpose in life is putting the bins out. My wife relies on that. Everything else is her department. I do the bins. That's what I do. I'm like every other man. All we do is the bins. And so I shall look forward to that tomorrow morning. But tonight, put your eye on my Instagram. I'll be posting updates as I see it. I'll probably change my suit 2 or 3 times throughout the evening, but I'll be in here watching what's going on. Yeah. I'm not going to come online in my pajamas. Don't expect that. But I will come on my suit if there's anything necessary to cover. Anyway.
That's if you're going to have a Wi-Fi, right? Because Leah might, turn it off.
She might turn it off like she did this morning.
Right, yeah.
Absolutely. Like she did this morning. April Fool to everybody who enjoyed that this morning. That was a lot of fun doing that. We recorded it last night just after the closing bell, and I had to take the clock off the screen because I thought, Leah, everybody will see the clock is like 4:10. That's kind of giveaway, isn't it? So I took that off. That was a clue that it was a joke, but no one actually mentioned that in the chat, which is kind of funny. Anyway, so that's it. I don't think we've got anybody else wants to call in. So you guys, I want to thank you both very much. I sincerely wish you the very, very best, whether you're short in the market, buying the market, sat on the sidelines. The only thing I will say is if you are sat on the sidelines and tomorrow it starts to pump, don't chase it. That's the right message for everyone, whether you're thinking this is great, it's going to go up forever, because it won't. People will take profits the moment it starts going up. People want to get back the money they've lost recently. So if it does start rallying, that's great. It's good news. Let it go. Let it trim back again. Of course, if you want to chase it and try and take profits from it, that's up to you. But 95% of day traders, it's why I run this ticker all the time, lose money. If you think you're smarter than everyone else, maybe you are. Some people are. 5% are, then go for it. I won't be doing that. I think it's crazy because then you got to pay 20% on that anyway. And then now you're trying to find the lower price and you can't because it's now up. So now you've lost the profit you gained anyway. I just wouldn't do it. You can't compete against Wall Street. You can't compete against their algorithms and their systems. You're always going to be behind the news. And most of us are too emotional anyway, especially Alex. He's very emotional, aren't you, Alex?
A little bit.
Do you get emotional, Simon? Or you're all just blasé to you? You're multi-millionaire. None of this means nothing to you. It's easy.
I wish.
Yeah, there you go. No, we all get affected by it. I still get affected by it. I think I'm getting better at it as I go on, but it's still hard to see your money go down. But as you'll notice, and hopefully you've noticed over the 4 years that I've been doing this, I get more and more confident with my trades, not because I know more, I've learned more. It's because as time goes by, the ones at the bottom of the pile, if you haven't sold them, just get more and more cemented and more appreciate, so you get safer and safer. It's exactly the same. Tomorrow at midday, I'm meeting Big Ed. You all know Big Ed with millions of shares of Amazon. I'm going to dinner tomorrow with some multi-millionaires, and he couldn't care less about this crash because he bought Amazon when it first came out. Millions of shares. So when you see a 30-40% crash, he goes, I'm up thousands of percent. I ain't bothered. And real long-term investors, that's how they all feel. They don't care. They just buy these dips and just don't care. And that's as years go by, more and more of you watch this show who do what I'm doing will go, yeah, I feel that way now as well. It doesn't matter now. So that's what long-term investing gives you. It gives you that feeling of stability. Final thoughts then, Simon, before I let you go.
Final thoughts to everyone is if you've bought and you got it on the dip, do as Martyn says, hold it, let it go up, and just it's your emotions really. So just don't let your emotions overtake, and just be patient. Patience is the key. It
is indeed. Alex, why haven't you got your spotlight on your face? Because you got a blue face tonight.
I do have it.
Do you? Is the brightness turned down?
Wait. There you go.
Bit more.
A bit more.
Yeah.
I can't see, Martyn.
Exactly. That's what it's like for me. You got to think, Alex, right? Do you want to sacrifice how it feels to look right, or do you want to be comfortable? My choreographer and producer, when I was in all my shows, said, "If now you look perfect. That's perfect now. See, now your face is skin color. Up to this point, you've been like a little purple munchkin man. All right." we didn't want to say. We just let you live with it, right? And any producer or director in theatre will say, if you're uncomfortable, it looks good to the audience. If you're comfortable, you look ridiculous to the audience, and that's it. Right? That's how it is.
That's a good point.
That's a very good point. Trust me. Trust me. Yes. So, final thoughts from you.
I'd say patience, even though that I was joking that I'm not sensitive. What we said that I am before.
You tell me what you are. I'm not going to tell you what you are.
I remember the word.
I don't want to lead you down any path.
I'd say if I manage to remove any emotion, any feeling about investments and building up my patience, using the money that I want to use to move to Australia, by the way, everyone can be patient. It's a long game. Gather as many information as you can. Martyn doesn't give financial advices. We need to point that out. Just stick to your strategy, be patient, and put a goal. You're always going to end up somewhere having a goal. Without goals, you can't go anywhere.
I love it. Thanks, guys, for calling in. Appreciate you. Good luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure. I want you both to make a ton of money tomorrow. Let me know how you get on in the chat. Good luck, guys. There you go. There's Simon and Alex. The night before, the day before, the day after, the week before, the month after, before the day. Do you get all that? Not really. It probably makes no sense anyway. So there you go. That's it. The end of another day. Most important day. Tomorrow is Liberation Day. What the hell's going to happen? I don't know is the answer to that. So I'm going to put out in a few moments Virgin Galactic, Lucid, SoundHound, and Tesla. They're going to be coming out in the next few minutes. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to send everybody through to our extra channel to keep the conversation going. I can talk to you live. I'm doing an analysis there right now. You can check out what you've missed today. I'm sort of replaying some of the highlights of things that you've missed, and then I'll put the links there for tomorrow morning, the big show. I'll be live at 7:30. I'll be up all night on X and Instagram. If you've not yet followed me and you want to get any updates, I'll be sharing updates from any CEOs that message me, and we are going up after hours, by the way. There's my X, there's my Instagram. Very, very good. Thank you very much indeed, Alex. Turn the light up. If it's too bright, put your shades on. You have to be dead inside. You are being an investor in the market. Don't go quite that far, but I get what you mean. I am gifted with no emotions. Win or lose means nothing to me. Well, yeah, let's keep it real. Let's enjoy winning, all right? Let's don't be too bloody unemotional, all right? Okay, so here we go. Let me give everybody the link now to send you to the extra channel. Here we go. It'll automatically take you there. We'll go to general public now. Everyone can chat for the last couple of minutes. We'll do day trader of the day. We've got another competition coming up right now. Let me redirect to the extra channel. There you go. Let me do that now. Right, and let me give everyone the extra, and I'll replay today's highlights. So if you've missed today's highlights, that's where they'll be in a few minutes. Join me live now on extra. Okay, we'll do day trader of the day as well. Let's see who's winning and losing today. Here we go. And then, of course, our reviews on Thursday and Friday. There it is. Let me pin that to the top. That's where we're going now. Okay, time for day trader of the day. Let's clear the decks, clear the boards, and let's do day trader of the day. Here we go. And there we go. I was thinking, why isn't that playing? So I'm up 0.99 today. I'm up 0.99%. There you go. Let's see who beats me, if anybody or nobody or everybody, probably everybody. Roll the credits. Who are the stars of our show today? Who have made the biggest contribution to the show today? Subscribers, Stephen Miller, welcome to you. No super chats. Oh dear, look at that. One subscriber, no super chats, no members, nothing. Well, there you go. Well, that was quite easily done. Right, let's see who's up. Let's see who beats me. 0.99%. Let's see who wins. As we go over to the extra channel, you've got the link up there, and it's already set for there. Let me make sure everyone joins me. Yes, it's good. And I'll give you the link in there for the show in the morning as well. Here we go. Up 1.31 on the day. Aftermarket down 20. Okay, up 0.31. That's what we're talking about. Up 0.31. Congratulations, Alex. Is Alex going to win? I think Alex has won once before, if I remember correctly. We need someone to keep a track of that, don't we? We need someone. It's their job. Here's one that Martyn Lucas will love. Oh, hello, what's this? Please, an index. Oh, I'll look at that.
Alex 3206 donated £2 through a super chat. Thank you, Martyn. Great conversation. Smiley face emoji.
There we go. I got a super chat now. I got a super chat. We should celebrate it, shouldn't we? When I rolled the credits. Will it show on the credits this time? Roll the credits live. There you go. It might show up now. Should have a quick look. Alex, super chat. There you go. There you go. He made it onto the credit list. There you go. That's the credit list. Oh, we got another one.
Kent Paranormal and Herbex donated £2 through a super chat. Don't forget to buy your 100k of SPCE.
Okay, 1.47, down 1.46. Alex, up 1.31. Jerry Mandarin, 1.47. Trending Tron. I'm afraid it's a members-only competition, but congratulations. Jerry Mandarin, you're our winner. Thank you very much indeed, and thumbs up to you. That's it for me. Jerry Mandarin, congratulations to you. We're going up in the after hours. Folks, that's the end of another great day. Joseph Kelly just came in there in the last few seconds. You're a bit late. Remember how to make sure that you're live and up to date, folks. Make sure you click the live on the channel and then do the cogs and do the speed and bring yourself up to date. That way you won't be behind the stream. All right. Greetings from Thailand, Bijan Bine. Lovely to have you here. I've been to Thailand. I've been all over Thailand. Thank you very much for being here. Consider becoming a member and I'll speak to you in your language, whichever language that is. There is the link. If you're on an iOS device, select a browser, desktop version. Join us for more. We're live up to 12 hours a day. 0.469, but I don't count yet. Why? What? Because you're the professional. Yes, you do count. Takes a bow. Congratulations, Jerry. Very, very good. Algo is up 5.3%. Algo, congratulations to you. Ed Nevius, wow, congratulations, Ed Nevius. Ed Nevius always wins, doesn't he? He's the scalp trading expert. We provide it's going. It's going up in the after hours. Virgin Galactic is up 1% in the after hours. That's a short squeeze in progress, folks. That's a big, big swing. That's a big, big swing. That's a down 11. That's a 6% swing. And we're up 1% in the after hours. 0.88, I beg your pardon. 0.88 in the in the after hours. Very, very nice indeed. I told you my friends were buying. Did my best. I can't do no more. It's up to you now. Just don't sell it. Just keep holding and don't sell it. This is very, very good. In fact, we've got the overall markets now going up as well in the after hours. Guys, join me now on the extra channel. That's it from me. Join me on the extra channel now. I've got the videos coming out. I'll keep you updated all night with everything that's going on, and you cannot afford to miss it. It doesn't show me space aftermarket. Well, it shows me. That's what I'm here for, right? There's your after hours, 0.88. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you, Alex. All right, there you go. Not always. I had my bad days. At Ed Nevis, you always have good days, mate. You always have good days because you're with us and we're with you. So we always have a good day because of you. Right, that's it, folks. Join me on the extra channel. Get ready for these big videos. Space, Lucid, SoundHound, Tesla. I'm going to be on X and Instagram all night. Keep on there. Follow me. There's my links. Make sure you follow me on X and Instagram. I'll be posting updates. If I get any information from CEOs, I'll be sharing it with you. If I get any information on Virgin Galactic investors, I'll be sharing it with you. Go, 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 go. Alex, let's go. I'm not going to lie. It's Martin. Bless you all. That's it. All right. Join me now on Extra. The link's in the chat. I'll give it to you again in case you can't see it, or it'll take you there automatically because that's what we do. And I'm going to replay today's show in a couple of minutes, what you've missed this morning. So if you missed this morning's show, you're going to see a replay of it, including the April Fool. All that's coming up in the next 5 minutes. I'm going to go and replay it for you now. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.